lot of what made the Darkness one special and try to carry that over as much as possible, but at the same time we're trying to make a bit more action-packed and kind of get the player into it using the Demon Arms a lot more, and that was really our focus. Like, the Demon Arms were a power in the first game, and you could slash guys with it, you could pick up objects, and we loved that. We thought that was a really cool dynamic system, so we wanted to expand on it. And it actually, as we were doing that, prototyping in the early stages, everyone fell in love with it, and it became really the core of our experience. So we call it quad wielding. You can slash guys with one demon arm, you can grab objects and enemies with another demon arm, you know, you can grab car doors, use it as a shield, and tear a guy in half when you throw it. It's really cool. And that really formed the basis of our combat. So you're doing that, you're shooting guns. It became a really, really close range, personal combat. And so we geared all of our other powers around that, and we tried to, whenever we were taking other elements from the Darkness, we tried to make sure that when we put our spin on it, it would really support that kind of combat. So we've moved a little bit away from the creeping dark side of things, where you're stealthing around, killing guys from a distance. We're not ordering Darklings to kill guys from a distance, because that just moved us away from the fight. We want to do in close. So our Darkling, for instance, he's always there with you, but he's up close, and he supports that core combat by holding guys down for you. So he'll pin a guy, or he'll pull out a cover, and that lets you, you know, throw that car door at him, or rush up and grab him, or slash him in half. And it's similar with like the black hole, for instance. It's a power where you can grab a heart, that gives you the black hole, and then you can toss that and take out enemies in the room. And all those kind of abilities feed into this core combat of the demon arms and the guns. You know, even our progression system, which we're really proud of, and we've started showing off here at E3, you know, this all builds on guns and demon arms. So we have a lot of different talents. Some of them upgrade your guns, some of them give you new powers like black hole or gun channeling. And gun channeling is great because it kind of merges Darkness powers with the guns. You know, so you're shooting your guns, you activate gun channeling, now you have infinite bullets and really, really amp damage for a short period of time. So you're like a mini turret, you're just blowing through guys, giving them left, right, and center, blood everywhere. And it's really great and it's really fun to use. We really built our levels around this core combat. It took us a long time to find that, but when we did, we really nailed it. And so we have levels like we showed here today, where we try and keep you in close to the enemies. You know, and that involves both that demon arm combat, but it also involves their use of light and dark. Right. So obviously light's a big part, right? So, and our Brotherhood are cool that way because they actually know about the darkness. And that allows us to have an enemy type that uses light against it. You know, mobsters don't. Mobsters don't have a clue what the darkness is. It scares the shit out of them. You know, you can go up to a mobster and slash him in half and he's just terrified. But the Brotherhood, that they know how to do it. They have armor that protects them from your slashes for a short time until you destroy it. And they also have flashbangs to take away your powers. And they have dudes that carry on these giant light cannons. So they're really dynamic that way because they can keep you in the light and force you to deal with them before you can use your powers to pull them out. So it came into that. It was the light and dark. And it was also, you know, that keeping those levels small, keep those encounters nice and tight. Absolutely, yeah. So the Brotherhood is a new threat. They've been around for thousands of years. They know how the darkness works. And when they were first created, they actually had the intent to keep the darkness trapped so that it couldn't go out and destroy the world. They were actually a force for good. But over time, the darkness corrupted them. And they actually became this force for evil now, where they want to steal the darkness and use it for themselves. And they're led by this man named Victor Valente. And our game begins 2 years after the first game, when he attacks Jackie at a restaurant. This forces Jackie to use his darkness powers to survive. And then we have this progression that we have here, where Jackie hunts him down at the carnival to finally find out what the hell's going on and how to defeat them. So when the game comes out, October 4th, Xbox 360, PS3, PC, you'll see how all this unravels and how Jackie fights the Brotherhood. Cool.